Oh, let me just fix, how do I, there we go. I had it facing completely the wrong way. I'm a minute late because I was making Italian soda. Yummy. So welcome to the Twisted Beanstalk. I'm again wearing my favorite onesie where I'm pooping rainbow and candy. That's how candy's made, right? Unicorns pooping. Hey girl, hey. Oh, I wanted to show you, I just got this in the mail and I just want to say thank you. Hey guys. My outfit, I love it. But yeah, so I got this in the mail today. I make blankets for my foster babies and somebody donated that to us. So I just want to say thank you. I'm so appreciated. I'm so appreciated. Oh my God, I almost drank my paint thinner instead of my drink. It's a good thing it's pink. That wouldn't have tasted very good. Probably not. So I know that I've been saying that let me put you up a little bit here. I don't know why I just made that toddler face. Like, oh, I don't want to. Yeah, I have not drank in my paint thinner, but I almost did. So this baby, I know that I have been saying that I was gonna, you guys, whoa, paint thinner. Let me just put you down in the slightest of little bit. Slightest of little bit. I'm pretty sure I just made a new language up. But yeah, so let me see here. So craziness still going on in the world. And here's a paper clip that I made into a circle. Not really sure why I did that, but I did. So it is what it is. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do some painting on this little creeper. Look at its back. I actually never really looked at its back that much. Oh my gosh. Look at, what if mine was like that? Mine is like that right here. It's like, right? That was so funny. I don't know why I never noticed. I guess because I never really looked at the back. Ah, I'm sorry, it's so funny. Look at. Why did it take me so long to... Oh, yeah, it kind of does look like a Grinch, but the face is different, and then it comes with a book too. So it's like has like a little backstory, and I don't know why I can't all of a sudden stop laughing, but why am I laughing? It's good. It's good to laugh like that every now and then. I just can't, I don't know, like, I guess I never, because I had it facing this way, and so I never really looked at its back until, like, right now. It's okay, little one. You only have a couple rolls. Just kidding. He's got 10 rolls right here. Don't tell him. See? There's only 2. No need to worry. Okay, so let me get a little situated here. So hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, that just, whew, that made me laugh, that one. So I have been enjoying those FantasyFX paints. They are sold exclusively by MacPherson's. All the links are in the description if you guys want to check them out. So you guys all know, in case you want to know, and now you do. It's my new song. Okay, so now I have red eyes that I've been kind of like, I'm like, because it just has such a big, like you need big, like they're big. They're big. No, they're big. Glad we clarified that. Let me see. So I have, actually, no, I don't think those other ones will fit. I mean, I guess like red looks okay. It looks okay, right? It's nothing really spectacular though. So let me see. There's my eyeballs. I wonder if these will fit. Oh, you effing a-hole. I put it in when it was all like soft, and so now I just gotta give it a little bit of a neck enema here to get the eyeball out. Hey, listen here, little elf. Give me your eyeball, or else I'm gonna tell your mom. Ever. I forgot that I put these eyes in when it was, darn it, and I don't know if they're gonna even fit anyway. Wait, how big is, no, that one's way bigger. Okay, you know what? Drastic times calls for drastic measures. I swear I have not been drinking. I've only been drinking Italian soda. You know what? This is a hard labor. I didn't expect me to be so hard to deliver an eyeball today. Oh, bush. Come on. Freaking frick. You know what? Okay, you guys, this eyeball needs a C-section. It does not want to come out of the head. So we're just gonna go let it rest over there for a little while. And I don't know about these either. That's okay. We'll just pass on that. See, all that labor and pushing and it still didn't come out. Kind of a jerk is that? It'll go rest. Yeah, it needs to go rest for a little bit. It needs to go have some oxytocin or whatever you give people when they're delivering. You would think I would know that, but I don't. Because I don't need it. I'm just like, oh, there's a baby. It's right there. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm just going to put some, I'm going to do some of the dark. Start with the dark. Let me see. So even though it's a fantasy baby, I still want to give it some mottling. So I think I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Jeez, why you always gotta just delay things all the time? Say you're gonna paint and you don't. You just put on the video, talk about nothing, and that's it. I almost want to do, you know what, let's just put this one on because it's pretty and it's like, Bean, use me. Give me a double chin too. I know, exciting. Pitocin, yes. That's the word I was looking for. Pitocin. Oh my gosh, they almost gave that to me when I had my daughter. And I was in labor, but my contractions were pretty far apart. I had like one like 15 minutes, then one 15 minutes later, which was super weird. Hi, Twi. And, but like I knew I was going to be having her soon, and then they're like, oh, let's just give her some Pitocin. And she's like, I'm going to go on my break. And so she like ordered it in, and she's like, I'm going to go on my break. And I'm like, what? And like she went on her break, and literally my husband was like, there's a baby on the bed. And he looked like he was gonna pass out. He was like, oh my god, there's a baby. My daughter, like the nurse, nobody was there, and they're like, oh, you're gonna have a hard time, because she was sunny side up, which is harder to deliver, I think. But so like she came out and she was like this with her hands and her feet. She's like that. I always bug her because I always say, yeah, you came out saying hallelujah. She totally came out that way too. It was pretty funny. Yep, never got Pitocin is my point of that story. Liars. Jeez. I've always secretly wanted to have like painkillers while I was delivering too. I was like, I want them, like give them to me. But I never can have them because I birth babies so fast. I'm like, give them to me anyway. Give them to me after the baby's born. I don't care. I just want them. But nope, I've never actually had them. So I'm gonna start with this part. I had Pitocin because I had to be induced, and my daughter came out sunny side up too. It was very painful. Yeah, sunny side up. Well, mine thought it would be fun just to jump out as quick as possible and do a little prayer. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! So she said it just like that too. Right? Hallelujah! Wouldn't that be something to see? You know what? I changed my mind already. I'm gonna start with a blue because the vinyl is not as blue as I want it to be. All this sunny side up talk got me so excited I forgot to mix up the blue. And yes, a friend of mine had Pitocin. She was in agony even with epidural. Nope. Candy Cottage. It's a nope. So good. I never had any pain meds with any of my children, and I think it's such a jip, personally. Jerks. But, you know, by the fourth baby, you're just like, just go. Just leave. Don't talk to me. Give me a cold cloth on my face, and everybody just shut up and turn the lights off, and when you hear baby crying, come back in. If I ever had more kids, I would definitely have them at home. And then I'm like, okay, here's the baby. Let me go home now. Bye. But they never let you go instantly. No real babies for me. So I think I want to, let me put this in here. Poor little thing. Just sitting there all not even painted for the longest time. My sister, she just had her 5th baby not that long ago. So she has 4 boys. And finally her last was a little girl, Charlotte. I was there when she was born. I'm usually there when her kids are born. I love it. I love when they come out all wet and warm. Too graphic? I love it though. I do. I gotta hand her her baby. So the last one, so again, they're born. I know, Charlotte. I love that name, Charlotte. Her boys are older, but so our younger boys are a year apart from each other. And then Charlotte it just turned 1. But yeah, I was able to like reach down and like pass her baby. Oh, I have baby fever. I don't have fever for that part, but I have baby fever. I want to just like, oh, this is not fair. I want a baby now. Now. I'm the talent, okay? The talent gets to pick things out like that, like a baby now. Oh, maybe that's not how it works. Yeah, I like having them for a little while and then giving them back. Like, oh, here you go. Once they start walking and getting into everything, it's like, I don't know. I don't know about that one, you guys. I think that's a reason for taking it back. Okay, it's your time to go. You're walking and getting into everything. Okay, let me see about the blue. There we go. I like it. I don't know why that ended up a little bit thicker. I think maybe because of one type of paint. I love infants. I know. I love infants. Well, let's see. Wait, what was that? After years of fostering kids with reactive attachment disorder cured me of the baby blues. It's really weird because I don't know why I'm okay with foster babies going back. And a lot of people are like, how could you do that? Oh, it's so sad, blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, I'm okay with it. Like I still get sad and I cry and everything, but I understand what has to be done, like what the point is. Like you have to have an understanding of what they want to do, which is reunificate them with their children, the parents. And you cannot have personal vendettas of the parents, you know, if you don't agree with certain things or how they go back or what there's so many different circumstances. Like you have to be, you have to have a lot of understanding. You really do. 'Cause I mean, you deal with people who, all kinds of people, all friggin' kinds of people. I had this one baby. Oh God, he was such a beautiful baby. He's my little Asian baby, I call him. Excuse me. I'm not sick. I just have an itch in my throat. Whoa. Because I was eating a ton of Doritos and then I was like, oh, I'm on in 5 minutes, and it was like, and then they shoved my face full of them. So anyway, in case you wanted to know that. But yeah, so I had this one baby who's like such a beautiful baby, and I picked him up from the hospital. And there was something I was going to say about, oh yeah, so when I would drop him off to visit his mom, it's funny because some people are okay with this and some people are not. She said to me, oh, I get so excited to see what you're going to dress him in every time I see him. Like, she was super awesome. I'll be like, oh, look at mommy, look at, or I'll be like, yeah, show mommy your outfit and stuff like that. And I mean, he was just new. He was a new baby, but I used to put him, like, I'll put him in like little rainbow pants, and I don't put them obviously like the boys in any kind of dresses or anything, but for the most part I don't believe in gender specific colors. But I also have to take parents into consideration, because some parents are totally against that. So you have to, I guess, tread lightly when it comes to stuff like that. But her specifically loved when I dressed him in little rainbowy clothes. I mean, rainbows are for everybody, right? That's how I feel anyway. But I was sad when he went. I mean, I'm sad when all of them go, but like, oh God, he was such a beautiful baby. He really was. He was beautiful. Most beautiful lips and the most beautiful chin with a dimple. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like, it's weird that I can raise them from birth, and then they go, and then I'm like, but then I get over it. So I don't know, I guess I'm just made to do it, because it does take a certain kind of someone to be able to do that. I love baby clothes. They have lots of cute gender neutral ones now. Yeah, I think that they probably have to now though, because of like the whole gender, I don't really know all the names for them honestly, but I think it's like almost like a requirement because of this whole movement. I noticed that with the paperwork, there was a whole other paperwork that was just released, and it's all on gender, like LGBTQ, and like how do you feel about this, how do other people feel about this, how would you treat a child with that, do you understand sexual orientation identity or something like that. Like there's so many, like there's so many young ones that are also coming out and being like, hey, this is okay. There's not as many people hiding it as much. So now because of like, I feel like now it's like really out there. So now they adjusted all their paperwork for it. Good to hear they are adding that paperwork. Well, you know, there's a lot of a-holes in this world, so not all of them are as accepting as I am. So for me personally, it doesn't bother me. I have friends that are transgender and gay and whatever. Like it does not affect me at all. Their body, their life, their choice. That's my opinion on the matter. So I wouldn't treat them any different is my point. Like, why would I? But unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this world that do not accept that, and not only just certain people, but parents. You know, parents, family members that are just, they don't agree with it. And so some of them get kicked out. That's just a fact of part of the whole journey. It's sad. It makes me really sad that they have to go through that. That's a hard road. It's a very hard road to go down. Let's see. Awesome. I was like, be cool. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't affect me. It's one of the questions is like, how does it affect you? And it's like, it doesn't affect me. Like it's not something I judge people for. So like, who am I to judge somebody else's happiness that involves their body? Like, I don't have the right to decide for somebody, children or not children, of who they want to be or how they want to be. You know, we try to like steer them in the right direction as far as like morals go, and just to be a kind human being. Like, you know, that's more important to me than to raise somebody who's not judgmental and be accepting to everybody, rather than like a total friggin' judgmental a-hole. Like, I understand that everybody's thoughts and feelings are different, but for me personally, I feel bad. I like I said, like, it does not bother me at all, but I feel bad because I know it's not an easy journey, because I've seen it. So it's just one of those things. And so now it's like this whole huge category in the paperwork for CPS. And I've had transgender children. I mean, not like young children, but like teenager. And so you just have to be there and support them. But unfortunately, they don't have the luxury of their own parents doing that and saying that. And that's just a unfortunate part of the process, you know. So that's how I feel about it. But it's so frustrating because the questions are so deep. You know, it's like this little box, and it's like, how could I possibly write that down on how I feel? I don't know. It is, I don't know. Did I just totally like, did any of that? I hope that made sense to you guys. But yeah, that's a whole other ball game. And most of the time, I don't even know if people are transgender in front of me, like which is so funny because like I'm so oblivious to it of like just not, I just don't pay attention to stuff like that. And there's been a couple of times in my life where I was like this one specific time. Sorry, this part's really funny. There's this, I went to Pride in Vancouver, and I knew this one person, and which is a he, which I thought was a he, but anyways, I was like, how are you wearing those shorts without like because they were like tight, like, and I've known this person for a really long time. I'm like, doesn't your junk just gonna like come out of the shorts? Like, what do you and then they were just laughing at me as usual because I say such like random, totally just duh things sometimes. And then they were like, you know, told me like, well, you know, so and so is transgender. He was born like in the wrong body and a girl. And then I was like, no way. What? No idea. Isn't that so funny? And then I'm like, oh, now I get the really short shorts and nothing falling out. Oh God. So anyways, that's how much I don't make judgment calls. Where there's other a-holes in the world that would find out and then be like, oh, I can't talk to that person anymore or something. Like, I would never do that, ever. But certain parents in the foster system just absolutely will not. Like, there's paperwork. You have to be like an approved home to take them, because just, you know, because of the whole thing. I don't know. It's kind of a touchy subject, but I was just being honest about it. What gets me about that in foster paperwork is all about babies and children should be treated the same, raised with love and good values. Right. Yeah, like they, like why and that's why I was like, I wouldn't treat them any different. Like, why would I do that? Like, if anything, if anything that would be different, it would be the amount of therapy that they go to. Because generally, like, if, like, older kids, they will, just in general, go to therapy when they're a foster placement. But for any kind of teenager with, like, going through things, and they would definitely be going therapy, which takes more time. So if anything, that would be the biggest difference. But I just don't see how it's really any of my business to decide on how they should live their life. I mean, sort of. I mean, they need to be put in the right direction, but specifically like body, it's not my choice. I do not. But that's just me personally. But there's a lot of people out there that don't agree with it, so it's their own dysfunction. Gosh, that baby was so freaking adorable. He really was. I miss him. Oh, I miss him. I miss him. Darn it. It's okay, though. Soon. Soon. I'm liking this blue. And then after I put the blue on, I'm going to put the really bright pink on. So then it's not, so it doesn't stay so blue. And then generally after I do that, the face always takes a little bit longer because you're going to be putting more colors on at the same time. And I know I paint very different. Soon, like another Shanine. Soon as in we're doing our home check tomorrow. So I'm already a licensed foster home, but we're going through an agency, and also we're gonna be like a. What are you barking about? We had a big family of deer going through our yard yesterday. I don't know what she's probably barking at nothing, because that's just what she does. Yeah, so we're going to be like a therapeutic home, which is like a BRS home, which is like a behavioral health, specifically for kids that are like special needs or medically fragile, which I have taken in the past, but we're doing it like, what are we doing it like? What? Huh? Talking to you. You don't have any eyeballs and you're just staring at me with that grin like you want to eat your foot or something. Here, do you want to bite? I didn't think so. Did not think so. But you're cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So tomorrow I'll have more. I hope so. Oh, they're probably right over here. Oh, one of them is. I don't know where my bulldog went. My bulldog probably went and laid with my kid. One of my children. Yep, it's pretty crazy. Just pretty crazy what's happening through the state and CPS and everything. People are afraid to take kids because of this pandemic. And they don't take kids normally, or they're always behind normally. So then kids are living in hotels, nowhere to go. So, yep, there's that. I think the hardest part about fostering, I think, is when they do go, you don't have any closure. Sometimes you do, but most of the time you do not, because you're not allowed to you don't contact the parents and stuff. So if they fall back into the system, you don't even know. And it's so sad. It's like, what, you want to know, like, where are they? Where are they and what's happening? And you just don't. So that's the hard part. My first baby was, let's see, so I had him for almost about 8 months. I had him from newborn too. He was a preemie. He went, and then, which I was sort of okay with, like, because I was prepping myself, but then I started feeling grief a couple months, like a month to couple months, and I just didn't know where he was and how he was doing, and because he was my first foster baby, and so I was having a little bit of a hard time coping with it a month to 2 months after he left. But eventually, actually, the mom found me on Facebook and reached out to me. So I got to be in his life. So that's good. But he was the only one. My other ones, I don't know where they are, how they're doing. And then my last 2 babies were the absolute hardest. I don't know what the difference was. I think maybe because my baby was medically fragile, and so I had a really strict schedule you know, for him, and he was super delayed and stuff, so I was able to get him through all these different milestones. And it was hard. I had so much grief. Like, after, I cried and I cried and I cried probably for like 6 months. Like, I thought about him all the time, and I thought about the babies all the time. Like, I was like, oh my God. It took me a long time to actually decide to start up again, and I don't know what the difference was, because I love them all the same, but that particular one just about, oh man, my heart broke. Really did. But I've taken teenagers and like older kids and siblings, and sometimes we'll have some just overnight. I've had kids like literally dropped off at like 3 in the morning and then picked up at like 10 a.m. or something. So there's so many different circumstances. I've had kids that are extremely like BRS homes, where you have a team of people that are help raising this kid. I've had babies where the therapists come into the home and like do all these little exercises with you and the babies, and I really enjoyed that. My last one, I remember when he started holding things with his hands, because he had a feeding tube, and so they had socks on his hands all the time, and I was like, I'm taking these socks off. But I remember when he was quite delayed, but when he actually like started reaching for things and like using his hands and like holding, and he rolled over for the first time here, he sat up for the first time here, like, and held a rattle for the first time, and I was just like, oh my God. Oh, he was so sweet. He had the most contagious smile. So I guess that's what keeps me going, is because I question myself, like, what is it that, like, sometimes I just want to give up and I just don't want to go through it, because you do deal with quite a bit from like the state and the workers and everybody, and it can be extremely stressful. So I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, it'd be so much easier to give up, but then like I start talking about them like to you guys, and now I've just once again am reminded of why I do it, and that's exactly why I do. It's for those moments, and I miss them. But that's okay, soon. I don't even know how we're supposed to keep up with everything, because as soon as you get no, what's going so anyways, what the heck was I saying now? Oh yeah, about like when you get a placement, you're supposed to take them to the doctor right away. You have a certain amount of time, and so you're supposed to go and do that. Meanwhile, nobody is taking any, like, you can't go and get a doctor check anywhere. They're doing it all over the phone. They're doing it all over the phone. It's okay. I like this turquoise. But so that's changed, and then when you get a placement, a lot of the time they come with nothing, and eventually the state kicks in and will help get you all organized, but it's not like you can run to the store right now or anything. Not here anyway. I'm in Washington State, so we're all banned to our house. Oh, have to go to work. Have fun working. We're shutting down here. All fosters are through agencies here now, and they go into the same agency if they come into the system again. Then try to put them in the same foster if they come back. What? Yeah. It's so rewarding to put your heart into and see how much they grow with love and excellent care. Yeah, totally. And it's such an important time too. Like, that time is so critical when they're that age. When there's the babies. Let me give you a little bit of mottling here. It says in the story that they have fuzzy. I think that's why it's like, see? I think it's like, I'm pretty sure in the book it says because they're like fuzzy, but they're born snow white, like a, but you can pretty much paint them any color. Sometimes I'll plan on painting a doll and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna paint it, and then I paint one that's completely different. It's like my brain just reaches for another doll. It's like, oh, actually, I'm just gonna do this one. And then once I get about halfway through, then I really start enjoying painting it. So the face, I do like to put a few different colors on at the same time. Some people will do that, or sometimes they'll like do a lot of washes, or I don't know. People, I paint really different, honestly, than a lot of reborn artists. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. It does have really cute little fuzzy ears though. I mean, they're not fuzzy, but they look like they would be fuzzy. I love Cindy Musgrove sculpts. They're always so chubby. And now she's doing a lot of fantasy sculpts, so just pretty cool. They're like really fantasy too. They're like super, super fantasy. Let's see. Hello, Sophia. Let me drink my pink paint water over here. Sorry. Okay, so I just put a little bit of blue shading there, and I'm going to do some blue in the creases. You know, I almost want to, I will. I'll start with the blue in the creases. I love your painting and I'm loving that blue. Thank you. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. And then I'm going to be using the FantasyFX paints over the painting. And that the only reason why I'm doing it that way is because I like very drastic. Hello to you from a little bit of New Zealand. Oh, hello to New Zealand. How are you doing? I wonder why Scotland isn't on. She usually is when she sees my lives. Those fantasy paints are freaking so awesome. They're so fun. This face though, right? So cute, Bean. Thanks. Are you still friends with Stephanie and you haven't been in her videos? No, we are not. Nope. Sometimes you just have to distance yourself from certain people, and that's okay. but I just don't, I also can't, I don't know. I'm not gonna elaborate on it or anything. I just choose to, I don't know. I just choose to be me. Look at that little face. Oh. I was so back and forth of getting the other one. I mean, you can't really, it doesn't look that painted, that much painted, but I promise you it will. Can't wait to get some of your paints. They're so fun. After I stirred it and like put it in the light, you could see it a lot better. Because in the jar, online, in the pictures, does not do it justice. Someone asked that in her live and she didn't answer, so I wasn't for sure. I heard that maybe do a story time on it, but not sure. Nasty case of food poisoning, not the virus. Oh, no. Yeah, no, we're not. And besides that, I think that it's, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I feel like it's also a, what's it called when you, not a habit, but a, you know, when you're a cycle, when you do something like over and over and over. What the hell am I looking, word am I looking? Got your new paints the other day. I can't wait to use them. Yay! A system? No, not a system, but it could be. It could. God, what is it? It's gonna bug me now. You know, it's like the same habit, the same, I don't know, some people you just cannot, I don't know. I get what you're saying. Okay, good. I'm like, ugh, how do I like, oh. Yeah. Cycle-ish? I don't know. Anyway. This paint that I'm using, this blue paint, actually has like a heat sensory thing. It has heat sensors in it. And it actually changes color for when it's like a thermo, which is super awesome. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Let me give this pink a little stir, shall we? Where's my, let's see if this works. You know what? Uh-oh, please don't give me the hiccups. Let me put a little bit darker. Oh, so pretty. I think that should do it. This is fun though. I've been really enjoying going live and coming on here and talking to everybody. Even though my conversation got kind of deep there. But I'm just being truthful about what's happens when you fill out paperwork. These are so cute. Oh my God. I feel like we have the same chin though. Like, look, right? I'm this tall, you guys. This is me. This is me right here as a baby. Right? Oh gosh, I need to take a picture of that. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy. I like this pink. And so I basically, once I add a little bit of color like I'm doing, I think because it is going to be a more of a darker reborn or with like more dramatic painting, I think what I'll do is I'll do the crease because it's very creased too. A lot of the time they don't have as many creases, but this particular doll is very creased. So I think that I'll go back and I'll put paint in the creases. But I'm gonna make it quite dark. How come I didn't put blue on the back of the head? You guys, why don't you tell me that I didn't paint the back of the head? Doesn't hang out. Let's see. We get it, Bean. Okay, thank you. Is that the chubby guy whose arm kept dropping the other day? Yes, it's a very bad baby. Keeps on throwing its limbs everywhere. Bean doesn't hang out with bad behavior people. She is all about positive. Yes! You're a good egg. You get a gold star for that one. What a cute baby you were, right? Oh, I can't take it. Woo! My belly, my belly. I started doing payments on a Joseph a while ago before all the lawsuit and finally finished paying, and I named her Ellie. She should be here Saturday. I don't support where the money goes, but I don't know. Well, I mean, if you bought it a long time ago, then I don't really see the issue. And I think that a lot of people probably feel that way. They're like, we want to get our customs or whatever, but like we don't support, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think that you're, I think it's fine. Don't worry about it. Y'all make me laugh. What? You trying to say that my baby picture here as the doll is funny? Are you saying I'm funny looking? Oh, you guys, she said I'm funny looking. Oh, this is fun. I have both these kits. I'm not sure where all I should root the hair. These ones, I know. Shoot, that reminds me. I was gonna tell Brenda from MacPherson something. It just triggered and I'll probably forget it again. I should write it down. Do I have a pen somewhere? Why, yes, I do. Look at that. A pen. Boom. I don't know what the chances of that was. Do I have a piece of paper? You know what piece of paper? Let's write it on the back of this. Oh, it's a tiny little envelope. How cute. Okay. Okay. That's my note to myself so I don't forget. Yes. Okay, so anyways, I forget. We were laughing about something, but now I forget. Oh yeah, you guys were laughing at my doll kit that was sculpted after me. Hey, look at this. Look at this kit. Look at it's me as a baby. God, what if our children came out looking like that? Looks just like mommy if they did. Right? Yeah. Oh, man. What color should we do the ears? Should we do them bright yellow? I think it would look cute with bright yellow, actually. Let me do, let's see. I should probably do something about the blotchiness on top of the head. Let's see. Fur and hairy cream. Oh, hey, it's Sophia, just on my main Reborn channel now watching. Sophia! Oops. To use a bigger sponge now because I took too long to... Do you see what I mean about like the hairy? Like the feet are like that too. I'll show you. And Like, look at, see, they're just, it's just fuzzy. It's cute. It's just fuzzy. I have no like fingernails. Wow. Okay. Okay. My dog is snorting over there. Let's go ahead and put pink. Let's brighten these up because it's going to go really gray. So I like to put a little bit of pink over the blue. Give it some pink feet. I wonder if I should root. You know, I could probably just, I don't know. I have to think about that one. It's like furry. There, if you had a baby that looked like him, you would have loved him just the same. It's true. I hope that they give me a baby that looks just like this. I would appreciate it. Yeah, so these are like furry. So I'm confused on what I should do about that. Maybe just paint them, and then, I mean, I could always just go back and decide. I don't know. I've never encountered a reborn that has, like, you know, hair for fingernails. But I think it would be really cute if I just painted it, and then I just, like, slightly, I can paint it like hair, but then just slightly have a fur, like, growing out of it. I think that would look pretty cool too. Yep. I'm not going to put too much pink all over this because I'm finding that when I go to blend it, it's blending with the blue. So I like it to be very drastic in color, and so I don't know, I just don't want it to just get all muddy looking. I don't like that. I'm hungry. Are you guys hungry? Should we cook dinner together? Bulldog tummy rub. I think she's in the kitchen begging for food. She's not allowed in the kitchen when I'm in there. They're the ones that teach her bad habits, because I do not teach her that. I say, get out of the kitchen. Just because she's little, and I've had people trip over her before, so I try to teach my dogs manners. So they are not allowed to beg, and they're not allowed to take food. So, and the reason why I do that is because when I have little ones over here, it's lunchtime, 12:13. 12. Huh. Aww. I'll show you the difference of when I added pink. See? Makes it nice and warmer.
Wait, is it ready? Can I jump on?
Oh.
Yeah. It's wet though.
Was it raining?
Yeah.
Just go jump on it. It's just a little bit of rain. They got the trampoline all set up right now, so they can do their exercise, their daily exercise. Anyways, yeah, so my dogs, I try not to give them, like, sometimes they can get scraps, or sometimes I will give them food, but they're not allowed to be in the kitchen because it's just bad manners. And they're easy to trip over, and I don't like when dogs take food out of your hand, and especially having little ones where they're low and a dog does that, oh, no, I don't put up with that. That's like the worst. My big dog takes things so gently. She's like, and like backs away so slightly. This so looks like a Cindy Musgrove kit. Oh, here I have. Do you want? I have these, Phoenix. Phoenix, you want sliders? Phoenix, where'd he go?
Upstairs. Yeah, he needs something. Yeah.
Okay, here.
Here, what are the ones mom's got on?
Don't leave those outside though, okay? What a nice mother I am. See that? I just give him my shoes right off my feet. Which is totally bizarre because he has bigger feet than me now. Like how? What? How does that happen, you guys? Okay, there's another leg.
Sweet.
Yep. Husband said, sweet. Got another leg done. Oh. Yeah, this doll has so many creases. Like, oh man. I need to do the thumbnail like with my double chin though. I know, they're so chubby. Like, look at the arm. Look how chubby the arm is. Like, it's so cute. So roly-poly. But Cindy Musgrove, she does, a lot of her sculpts are chunky like that. And she does like she just did a Chihuahua sculpt that is like, oh gosh, it's so cute. It is so cute. And then she does the pigs, and the pig sculpts are adorable, and they're so wrinkly and cute and like realistic looking. I haven't done any of her newest fantasy babies besides these ones. Actually, that's not true because I did a Tinky recently. Oh yeah, and then the other one that we put in timeout because it's like trying to give birth to an eyeball. Just saying. Just saying, in case you wanted to know that. I have to decide on what I wanted to do with those fingers though. And then after I do this, legs on the baby remind me of the giant smoked turkey legs people eat at Disney World. What? Do they still do that? I know what you mean though. I mean, they are like, yeah, I mean, look, like so chubby. Oh, man. I don't know why, but my least exciting thing about being a reborn artist is shipping dolls off. Like, for some reason, it just is such a dysfunction for me. I'm just like, you know, you think, and once I ship it off, I'm like, oh, yay, it's done. And like, I'm relieved. Yet it takes me forever to ship them. It's like, why? Why being why? Why? But I don't tell myself why. So then I just deal with it on a daily basis. Oh. This guy, he didn't think it was very funny. Look at your... So cute. Did I do the palm on? I don't know if I did. Let me see. No, I didn't. Yeah, now it's going kind of purple. And then after I do this, I bake it. Maybe I'll stick in the other one at the same time to soften up the vinyl to see if the eyes will fit. So the only thing left is hello to Denmark. How are you guys doing? You guys hanging in there? Gosh, this is so funny how fat this torso is. And it took me so long to even notice it, which it just makes it funnier. I'm like, what? I didn't realize how funny it was until I started the live video and I really looked at it. Oh. Oh. The not so good. I'm sorry. I don't even know what the heck. I don't even know what the heck. Okay, but you want to know something really crazy but awesome? My analytics in YouTube went up like 51%. It just like all of a sudden just spiked. So I was like, oh, well, if anything, I hope to just come on here and talk and paint. Talk and paint and make videos. What a difference. And once I'm done this, I'm gonna bake it, and then I'm gonna go because I have other work that I have to do. Around the house, not specifically painting, but and then once I get a few layers on this doll, I'm going to use the FantasyFX over it just to make it more drastic. Let's see here. It would be a 22-pounder. I know. Right? I feel sorry for anybody that gave birth to this baby. Maybe it was delivered by an umbrella. Right? A stork brought it, so it doesn't matter that it's 50 pounds at birth. I really want to get the other one too. I was like really back and forth on it, the sad one. Then I was like, oh, I'll get the happy one. And then I never got the sad one, and now I'm like, should I or shouldn't I? Like, I don't know. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I just hiccup right in front of everybody. Oh, do that all the time. God, this doll is such a fatty. I love it. I remember I got this one 3-year-old, he was almost 3, that we were fostering, and so you would think like a almost 3-year-old, like depending on, I mean, for the most part, they're going to be under a certain like heavy enough that, or light enough that you can like bath them easy or change them if they're pottying or if you have to potty train them or whatever. And so anyways, I get this kid and I was like, oh my God, he was enormous. Like there was no way I could pick him up whatsoever. Like legit, I could not pick him up. And I was afraid, I couldn't bring him up, like carry him up the stairs or anything either. And I was like, what the heck? I think he was like in size, I don't even know what size diapers. They were huge. I was like, this is too hard. It was way too hard on me because I couldn't just pick him up and take him out of the situation or like, you know, put him up to eat at the table or to Man, he was my biggest kid. He was huge. Huge. I was like, holy shite. Just like that, holy shite. Oh, I have to work on the face a little bit here. Let me back up. You get the sad one too. I just want to hug Jolly all at the time because of his sad face. Yeah, drama free. Just how I like it. Just how I like life. What was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. Somebody's vacuuming. Are they vacuuming? Oh, they must be. Oh, I think my daughter is like finally cleaning her rabbit cage. That's good. Let me see if I can get a little more pink on. Sometimes when it's a brighter paint, you definitely have to bake it. I really want to go see the kids jump too on the trampoline. Oh, how long do you think we're going to be in quarantine for? Scared. Scared. I mean, at least I'm home and painting. Oh my gosh, this kit. I haven't decided on what color I'm gonna do the ears and like this part of the face. I wonder if I should do it darker. It's really hard actually. This is a little it's like, what do I want, what I don't want? I don't know. But I have to do, I'm gonna bake it though because I do want to do brighter coloring, but when I'm putting on the mottling, it's just like combining with the blue. Let's see if I can get.
Well, no, it's just cold out, so then no, I took off all of the.
You can't really, I mean, there isn't a lot of color on it yet, but it's getting there. And plus, sometimes too, with this kind of blue, you'll start getting like more of a green color, so it's good to just bake it and then to start again. It just makes it cleaner. They say we are in for a month here in New Zealand, a few months. Hi Bean, I just ordered the colors and I'm waiting to try them. Woohoo! These are so, yeah, I have them all right here. And I'm getting some new ones in the other day. This one is so pretty. I cannot wait to use this purple, the Pixie purple. I think I just need to like build the color on this guy and then I'll be able to see it a little more clear. But these are the colors that I'm starting with, and then I'm gonna bake it, and then I'm gonna come back and probably I'll do the creases a darker color, and then kind of decide on what direction I want to bring it. I know that I want to use the unicorn hollow of the FantasyFX, the enchanted pink I'll definitely use because this one looks amazing, like it's super shimmery. And then the unicorn hollow, which is incredibly beautiful. But of course I always have, oh, so pretty. And then that one I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna use like the ears and like, it's like, do I want it really sparkly? Like, do I want it like really like fantasy, whimsical, like shiny, hollow, and sparkly. Like I feel like that's the direction that I want to go. I mean, because like it looks just like me as a newborn baby, and like when I came out I was covered in sparkle. Like a lot of people when they're born they come out and then you know they're like have that like white or they have that sticky stuff. Me, I was covered in glitter, so it's appropriate. Like, oh, look at this one, blinging from birth. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go because I've been on for a little while. I'm gonna bake this baby, but I am gonna try to do another live tomorrow because I've been having a lot of fun, so why not? And I know that they're long videos, but I hope that you guys are somewhat entertained. But you guys stay safe. I'm gonna go and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.